Welcome back. You're tuned into Bazaar Morning Call. Hope you're having a good morning. Well, for starters, the Gift Nifty suggesting a start as flat as can be. So we continue to remain in that range. And for the time being, going by yesterday's close, we're pat in the middle of that range between 19,200 to around 19,600 odd. But plenty of stocks to discuss. And we have with us our market expert, Hemang Jani, who joins us on the show. Hi, Hemang. Good morning. Thanks so much for joining in. Well, Hemang, in the next few minutes or so, we're expecting a large trade from SJS, the listed entity. Didn't list too long ago. But the PE fund in there is looking to sell close to around 30% equity. Have you been tracking this? And, this has been something that the market has been waiting for quite a long time. Your take?
Yeah, good morning, Nigel. Thanks for having me. Yes, SJS Enterprise, there was an overhang of almost about 30% stake, which is held by, Evergrande. And to that extent, the stock was going through a bit of a, dull patch. Operationally, the company has been doing pretty well. If you see the last quarterly numbers, there was a significant improvement, both in terms of top line, which was up almost about 24%, and profitability and margins. So I think, there is a case for some sort of a pullback in the stock once this overhang goes away. As we all know that, operationally that segment is doing pretty well.
Okay. Hemang, hi, good morning and thanks for joining in. What do you do in a market where a lot of the large caps have fallen about 9, 10, 12% from their highs across the board, right? Whether it's Reliance, ITC, HDFC Bank, SBI, and these are good quality large cap names. Do you buy them now, add them to your portfolio? If yes, which are the ones you like?
So, Sonia, what has happened is that at the index level from the top, we have seen about 3.5%, 4% kind of a cut. And at stock level, it could vary depending upon which pocket it belongs to. So I think broadly, the structure of the market is looking good. And we've just concluded the quarterly earnings. And as we all know that at the Nifty level, the growth was 32%. So I think pockets where one can really look to buy into are, something like banks where the overall, outlook and the growth remains quite good, though there are certain pockets of pressures on the NIM front, but I don't think you have major structural issue there. Apart from that, I think cement could be one space where there is a lot of, action. The margin pressure is over. There is a possibility of some M&A. So I think the cement as a pack, maybe Ultratech, some of the mid-cap cement companies is where one can really look at. And also, we feel that, some of the names like Reliance, where a major corporate action is over now, Jio Finance has got listed. The stock has actually corrected a bit. So that again provides a great entry point.
Provides a great entry point. The entire Adani Group stocks were rallying yesterday, Hemang. Any thoughts on any of the names here?
So, Prashant, there are a couple of things here when it comes to Adani Group. One is that, of course, the kind of, new investor or the new company where the existing investor is lapping up the stock. Let's say in case of Adani Power, there was a substantial buying that really happened by GQG Partners. That is helping to some extent. Secondly, as far as this, SEBI matter is concerned in the final hearing by the Supreme Court, I think as we are approaching, there is a certain degree of action which is happening. Overall, I think that continues to be a high beta space. So, for traders who are looking for, some sort of a punt, I think that this could be a good, space to be in. But I think having seen such a big outperformance at these levels, it would not make sense for, retail investors to get into it.
Okay, all right. Hemang, I want to ask you about Reliance Jio. The Jio Financial Services that listed yesterday, it was at lower circuit. Now, that's only 1% weightage on the index. But yesterday, there were a lot of sell orders on that one. What's your view? Where do you expect the stock price to settle at?
So, Nigel, there are certain technical factors. Almost about 3.5 to 4,000 crore, selling is happening because of the selling by the index funds. At the same time, you will see buying because of the inclusion in the MSCI and couple of global indices, which will happen probably over next, let's say, 3 to 5 day period. So short term, the stock could remain a bit subdued. But I don't see much of a downside from current levels because of the fact that the market cap is around 1,60,000 crore, and the way the entire opportunities coming up, and the way the company has gone about building the team, the way the business plans is going to unfold. So I think for, let's say, 2 to 3 years, this could be a great opportunity, something similar to maybe an HDFC Bank that got listed way back. But short term, I think because of these technical factors, you might see a bit of a subdued movement.
Okay, well, Hemang, stay with us. We'll take